Oh goodness.
Not necessarily the novice choice, I would say. You have to be a little bit more of an educated consumer.
At least have a 3 or 5 course meal beforehand.
Definitely. And again, just kind of thinking about sizes and how important that is. It's also about your personal preference on sizes. So I've noticed quite a lot recently that my kind of preference on cigar sizes has changed. I used to be Robusto. Now it's going more to kind of Toros and Gordos and kind of bigger sizes. But if you only really consume Robustos or smaller, your maximum kind of smoking time, 45 minutes to an hour. If I give you a 2-hour smoke,
you get bored by the end.
Well, it goes one or two ways. You could you could get bored.
It's just a time thing.
Or you'll try and smoke it in the time that you usually smoke a Robusto and your head will fall off.
Yeah.
Or you'll only smoke 2/3 of it. You'll only smoke that hour of it and you've still got the final third left. If you're breaking it down to its most simple qualities, first third, middle third, final third. First third is the ingredients of the meal. Middle third is cooking the meal. Final third is eating the meal. So if you're only smoking 2/3 of the cigar, it's like, here's the ingredients of the meal, cook the meal, walk out the kitchen. So you can always try 2 cigars. You can always have 2 smaller cigars. You don't always necessarily have to go for that larger one, but we live in a social media world where people want the biggest cigar possible.
Bigger is better.
And it's not always the case.
I feel like that's a very American thing.
Yeah, my mum tells me good things come in small packages. So.
We've all heard that one.
5'8" on a very hot day is about as tall as I get. But it's definitely. Actually, I've seen quite recently. I kind of feel like cigars are more cigars in films and on TV programs a lot more lately, which is amazing because people are going, they want to get more involved in it and stuff. And if you rewind 4, 5, 6 years ago, you didn't see people smoking on screen or anything like that. It was almost like kind of like that unspoken thing of you don't smoke on screen. It's like every other film I'm watching at the moment has got some form of cigar base.
It's definitely coming back. And I think, especially with like COVID, I mean, we all bang on about it at this side of the industry. Like we all saw how much it boomed. Because a lot of people had
nothing else to do.
And nothing to do. So, but I think it's kind of carried over and it's definitely carried on, even in the younger generation, things like that. It's continued to just absolutely boom and take off.
I think people have learned how important the processes are behind crafting the cigars.
And the difference between enjoying a handmade luxury product like a cigar over, say, cigarettes or things like that. There's a massive difference.
I think there's a better appreciation of it as the kind of craftsmanship. And one of the things we always talk about with Davidoff brands, the 37 odd million cigars we made last year with only 500 rollers.
Yeah,
so
crazy.
Yes, cigars are expensive, and we're very aware that we Davidoff sit in that kind of upper